All right, good. So we are in for lesson 5, still about the Pythagorean theorem. Please, these identities are very, very important as we grow up in trigonometry. So we have example 1. But before we go to that, please always make sure you go and subscribe to the channel. Then after that, you go and check for the playlist, scroll. There are very many interesting things there. Videos, you go and check and look at them. Okay. Now we have part A, 3 minus 3 cos theta is equal to 2 sin theta. We want to solve this. By the way, this has a squared. There, if I'm not mistaken, it has a squared. Oh, sorry, the squared is this side. The squared is here. All right, good. So you have 3 minus 3 cos theta is equal to 2 cos squared theta. Now I want to solve this equation, but we shall solve it using these identities. It is very crucial to know the identities as a student. So I'll be solving this equation using these identities. So it's good to have them in your mind. Okay, or in your memory. So now the identities have power 2, power 2, power 2, power 2, power 2 everywhere. Meaning that whenever you're solving an equation which has power 2, the first thing you can think of is the identities. Like say for example, I have this guy and his sine is squared, but sine squared is in which identity? This first identity. So I first come and say, okay, solution. Now come and say that from. Now this one, the one with the power 2 comes from the first identity. So from sine squared theta plus a cos squared theta, this will give us a 1. Now what you do, you make the one you have here the subject of the formula. So I'll make sine squared theta the subject, and it will be, remember this one is going the other side. So it will now just be 1 minus a cos squared theta. It's 1 minus a cos squared theta. Then after that, you go in the place of this, you put that. So I bring back my equation and say 3 minus, okay, 3 cos theta is equal to 2 into 1 minus cos squared theta. Okay, let's multiply. This will be 3 minus 3 a cos of theta is equal to 2 minus a 2 cos squared theta. Let's collect like terms. Let us collect like terms. When this one comes this side, when this one alone crosses the equal sign and comes this side, will be just positive 2 cos squared theta. Now come bring on this 3 a cos theta. The next will be plus 3. The next, this one is also coming with 3, so minus 2 will be equal to 0. Because this came, this side was a negative, it became a positive. Now I maintained this because I want the cos to be together, then the like terms together. The next, I have the 3 positives, that's why I called it here plus 3. Then this 2 is crossed by cosine, becomes a negative 2. So finally, we shall have that a 2 cos squared theta minus 3 cos theta plus 1 is equal to 0. And what do you see? We have a quadratic equation, 2 cos squared theta minus a 3 cos theta. Now we solve that quadratic equation and we go about finding the angles. I will use this area. So this one is going to be our A. Our A is going to be 2, our B is going to be negative 3, and our C is going to be 1. And from bulldozer, please, the bulldozer method is here, negative B plus or minus B squared minus 4AC over 2A. That's what we're going to use. So I'll have this as cos theta is equal to, what is our B? Our B is negative. The negative is there by default, then in bracket negative 3 plus or minus. Now B is a negative 3 squared minus 4 into A. A is what? A is 2 and C is 1 over 2 into 2 because our A there is 2. Now after that, you will go about finding the answers. So here you know that cos theta will be equal to a certain answer there, or cos theta will also be equal to another answer. Why? Because it's a quadratic equation. We expect 2 answers from there. Yeah. So now this will now be press in the calculator. Okay, equations second degree. Our A is 2, negative 3, and a 1. So our first value of cos theta is 1. our second value is 0.5. 0.5, and these all must give us answers. They must give us answers. So let's go about that. This will now be that a cos theta, sorry, can just correct inverse. Theta is equal to a cos inverse of 1. So theta is equal to a cos inverse of 1 is 0. A cos inverse of 1 is 0. But the range you have here, is from 0 to 360, meaning that we're going to use all the three quadrants. So I'll draw my circle there like this. So theta 180 minus theta 180 plus theta 360 minus theta. So why is cos a positive? All student teachers cry there and there. So what is that value of theta? We shall have the theta itself, which is 0, comma 360 minus 0 will give you just the 360 degrees. As simple as that. Now when you come this side, theta will be equal to a cos inverse of 0.5. So theta will now be, okay, cos inverse of 0.5 is 60. Okay, theta will be now since they're all positive, we are going to use this very one. So here we shall take a 60, comma, then this side we shall take 360 minus 60 will be 300 degrees. Then you come and conclude and say, therefore, theta is equal to, start from the lowest value, 0 degrees, comma, followed by a 60. I'm arranging these answers and these ones, comma, 300 degrees, comma, a 360 degrees. As simple as that. Next example, we have 2 tan squared theta plus sec theta minus 1 equals to 0. Now here what we're going to do still, you look at this, the one with the power 2 is where you pay much attention. The one with the power 2 is tan. So let's go and see. The identity with the tan squared, it is this one. So come and say from 1 plus tan squared theta equals to a sec of theta. So what you're going to do, you make this one here in the subject. So to be tan squared theta will be equal to sec squared theta minus 1. Now in the place of tan, you put this. So you shall say 2 into sec squared theta minus 1. I'm substituting here. Okay, so plus a sec theta minus 1 equals to 0. Let's multiply, we shall get now 2 sec squared theta minus 2. 2 times this, 2 times negative 1 will be negative 2. Plus a sec theta minus 1 equals to 0. Now you're going to handle this and that will give us negative 3. So that will be now 2 sec theta plus, like terms, first of all, sec theta minus, now this and this, okay, minus 2 minus 1 will give us a 0, like that. Then again, so this one is squared, so 2 sec squared theta plus a sec theta minus a 3 will give us a 0. From there, you go for bulldozer. It's not funny. I know someone may say, why sec? Why are you leaving it as sec, then going for bulldozer? No problem. Leave it as sec, then you're going for bulldozer. And now bulldozer says, shall now say sec theta is equal to, sorry, what is our A? Our A is 2, this one. Our B is 1, and our C is negative 3. So shall now say that sec theta will be equal to negative 1 plus or minus 1 but squared minus 4 into negative 3 into 2, then over 2 into 2. So you can use your calculator to solve. You know, sec theta will either equal to a value there, or sec theta will also equal to another value there. Use your calculator to get that answer. And now this will be, okay, we have a 2, have a 1, and finally have a negative 3. Have 1 and 1 point, negative 1.5. So we have negative 1.5, and here we have a 1. Okay, good. We are still going to proceed. Let's proceed. Here, okay, which one should we handle first of all? Let's deal with this one first of all. Now this will mean that a sec is the same as 1 over cos theta. A sec is the same as 1 over cos theta, and will be the same as negative 1.5. Be the same as negative 1.5. All right, now what you're going to do is you can put this over 1, then you cross multiply. So you shall get a negative 1.5 cos theta, I've cross multiplied, is equal to 1. So therefore, the cos of theta is equal to 1 over a negative 1.5, like that. Like that. Now this one shall handle it at a later stage. Let me proceed with this. So that will be that theta is equal to a cos inverse here of 1 over 1.5. Why? The negative only tells you the quadrant. So let's get that inverse there, and we see which answer comes up finally. So pressing, we shall have, this is the cos inverse of bracket 1 divided by 1.5, close brackets, 48.2. So you're going to have that theta is equal to 48.2 degrees. And cos was a what? Cos was a negative. Cos was a negative. Cos was a negative. Cos was a negative. Therefore, this means I'll proceed from up this side. Cos was, please, I've not handled this yet. I'm only dealing with this first answer. Cos was a negative. Therefore, I'll draw my circle. I'll draw my circle here. Since cos is a negative, find that here I have theta, 180 minus theta, 180 plus theta, it is 60 minus theta. So, why is cos a negative? It is here and there. Since the range allows us to use all the 4 quadrants. Once you see 360, meaning that use the whole circle the way you want. So theta will be equal to, the ticks are here. So that means that 180 minus this theta here. So here we shall say 180 minus that answer. So it will be 131.8 degrees, comma. Now 180 plus that. So 180 plus 48.2 to be 228.2 degrees. We have the answers for that. Then let's come to this. When sec theta is equal to 1, direct. When sec theta is equal to 1. So we know that sec theta is same as 1 over cos theta and is equal to 1. Can you say over 1? So that you can, to make the fraction, you say over 1, you can also multiply. So you find that definitely cos theta is equal to 1. So theta is the same as a cos inverse of 1. Theta is the same as cos inverse of 1. And once we have that, so theta will be equal to cos inverse of 1 is just what? Is just 0. Cos inverse of 1 is just 0 degrees. Now from there, let's go back. This one was a positive. It was a positive, so we can now go in for this circle again. We have it here. Theta 180 minus theta 180 plus theta, then 360 minus theta. Now what you're going to do, since that is a positive, it is in all student teachers cry. There we are. So our theta will be, you leave it at 0. The 360 minus 0 will just be 360. Now our answer, conclusively, our answer will be, we have to get this and these other ones. Let's start from the smallest. That is 0 degrees, comma, followed by 131.8 degrees, comma, followed by 228.2 degrees, comma, 360 degrees. Simple as it. Okay, that. All right, let us continue. We have more examples. We have more examples here. Okay, part C and part D. We have solved part A and B. Let's look at C and D. We have 4 cot squared theta plus 39 equals to 24 cosec theta. And we want to get this solved. Please, I told you, you pay attention to where you have a power to. And I think will come from this equation. So we shall say from 1 plus a cot squared theta is equal to a cosec squared theta, sec squared theta. So you make the cot squared the subject. So when you make the cot squared theta the subject will be a cosec squared theta minus 1. Cosec squared theta minus 1. So you come and substitute here. Now be 4 into, okay, 4 into a cosec squared theta minus 1 plus, okay, 39 is equal to 24 cosec theta. 24 cosec theta. So here we're going to have multiply, it will be 4 cosec squared theta minus 4 plus 39 is equal to 24 cosec theta. Collect like terms, this will be 4 cosec squared theta minus 24. I'm bringing this cosec theta. Okay. Now this and this will be plus 35 will give us 0. When you solve this and this will give us 35. Okay, good. Now from there, let's go via bulldozer. So bulldozer will say cosec theta is equal to negative, but negative 24 plus or minus. All right, so negative 24, but squared minus 4, A which is 4, C which is 35, over 2 into 34, like that. So it means that sec theta will be equal to an answer there, and then also sec theta is also equal to an answer there. And what you're going to get is from our calculator, what you're going to get is, all right, this will be 4 negative 24 35 3.5 then a 2.5. These are the answers we're having. A 3.5 and a 2.5. So let's start with this version here. Shall now say when sec theta equals to 3.5, when sec theta equals to 0.5, what I'm going to have, this is the same as 1 over cos theta is equal to a 3.5. What you do, cross multiply, you realize that you shall have 3.5 cos theta being equal to 1. So you shall have that cos theta is equal to 1 over a 3.5. So theta is equal to a cos inverse of 1 over a 3.5. So let's now say it now be 1 divided by 3.5, then cos inverse of the answer. It is theta is equal to 73.4 degrees. Then, since it is positive, if it is positive, then it means that it will be in this quadrant and this quadrant, and this quadrant have theta. So theta will be equal to 73.4 degrees, comma. Then here we have 360 minus that. So 360 minus answer will give us 286.6 degrees. Okay, the last one is this, sec theta is equal to 2.5. So sec theta is equal to 2.5. And now this will simply be 1 over a cos theta 1 over cos theta is equal to 2.5. You put it over one side and they can all be fractions. Then you cross multiply. When you cross multiply, you'll get, okay, 2.5 cos theta is equal to 1. So from here, you will see that your theta will be equal to a cos inverse of 1 over a 2.5. I've cut off some step there, but you know, divide both sides by 2.5, divide both sides by 2.5, then you get the inverse. So now, shall say that 1 divided by 2.5, 1 divided by 2.5, we get 0.4, then a cos inverse of the answer, 66.4. So theta is equal to a 66.4 degrees. But now our theta will be what? They're all positive. So that angle will come back 66.4 degrees, comma. Okay, 360 minus the answer. This will be 293.5. Okay, that's the answer we have now. You know how to conclude. You know how to conclude. You get this and this, arrange them together, and those will be our answers. Let's now look at this last one. We have 8 cos power 4 theta minus 10 cos squared plus 3 is equal to 0. Now we have degree 4 and degree 2. When you have degree 4 and degree 4 in trigonometry, you always rate the lowest degree to be any letter. So we rate this one to be any letter, and that will be let, okay, m equal to a cos squared theta. Meaning that, for this case, it is like 8 cos squared theta bracket squared. Because when we apply this time with this, will give you cos power 4. Okay, minus 10 cos squared theta plus 3 equals to 0. Now this means that you will say 8, but cos squared is m, but there is a power 2. The one in bracket cos squared is m, but there is that power 2. Then minus a 10 cos squared is just m plus 3 is equal to 0. Like that. Now from here I can think about bulldozer, which is m is equal to negative, okay, but negative plus, there is negative there, plus or minus, okay, negative 10 squared minus 4 into 8, 4 into 8 into 3, then over a 2 into 8. What will now be our aim? M is equal to a certain value there, comma, m is equal to another value there. M is equal to another value there. That's what you're having. Then, if you press in your calculator, what are you going to have? So, you're going to have what are you going to have finally? So, you're going to have all right, so this will be, the first m will be 0.75, then this one is 0.5, if I'm not mistaken. All right, 0.5. Then let's proceed. Let's proceed. But remember, our m was, okay, let's start. Which one should we start with? Let's start with when m is equal to 0.75. We start with that one. Okay, we start with that one. So there's separation there. We're starting another journey. When m is equal to that, so we're going to have a cos squared theta is equal to 0.75. That's what you're having. Then introduce a square root. Please a substitute for m. Remember, m was cos squared, so I'm bringing back the cos. So that will give us cos theta will be equal to, whenever you introduce a square root by your own, you must attach a positive negative on your answer. And now this will be square root of 0.75. Okay, 0.75. The answer will be 0.660. Will be 0.660. 0.8 by the way, 0.8660. So now we come and say here there are two categories also. So you consider the category of cos theta equals to 0, positive 0.8660. You give us the answer. Then also when cos theta is equal to 0.8660, but when it is a negative, look at those two categories. So here theta is equal to a cos inverse of 0.8660. That's what you're having. Then let's see how we can get that answer. So this will now be it will be 30. It will be 30. So therefore, theta is equal to 30 degrees. 30. And after getting the 30, we respect the range. Where is cos positive? Cos is a positive in the first and third and fourth quadrant. So theta will be equal to, in the first quadrant is theta, which is 30. In the third quadrant, 360 minus